Yo te vengo a saludar. Saludar. Yo te vengo a saludar. Yo te vengo a saludar. Hello, hello. Welcome to the house of S.Lázaro. Today we're gonna talk second life, right? Second life, because we were interrupted on the afternoon. I had a little time, so right now it is midnight here in Portugal. So I'm doing a little work. And in the middle of the work, in between, because I have a little time, I'm going to do one more video today, okay? As you can see, I don't choose the schedules to do my lives because I don't care. I do it when I have time. I don't do it to get more people. I don't pay Facebook to have more people, to have more views, to have more likes. I don't care about that. Okay? I don't care. Let me just put my charger. Okay, so now we are charged, we can do live like we please. So today I want to talk about ways of working. Okay, today I'm going to talk about issue. And I'm going to talk about ways of working. I'm going to talk about issue to introduce you to the team, in order for you to understand what I'm saying, right? So in Umbanda, we have 3 types of issue. Okay, 3 types. Pagan issue, okay, pagan, baptized issue, and crowned issue, okay. A pagan issue is a spirit that is initiating on his path to become an issue. Okay? A pagan issue is an issue that is starting. He left the team of the dead and is entering the team of the issues. So he's starting to learn, he's starting to do some works. Okay? Not all, but some works. A pagan issue will do whatever you want, okay, good or bad, right? He doesn't care. All he wants is to construct his resume, right, by saying, I've worked here, I've worked there, I work. He wants to work as much as he can to ascend, to become a baptized issue, right? A baptized issue is almost the same as a pagan issue, but there is a difference. A pagan issue doesn't care about what you ask. A baptized issue knows the difference between right and wrong. Okay? So he probably will do it, but he knows the difference. He knows that he's doing wrong, or he knows that he's doing right. But in his way, in his anger for doing work, so he can elevate, he will do almost every work that you ask him. Almost. The pagan will do everything. The baptized will do almost everything, because he has the notion between right and wrong. Right? And finally, we have the crowned issue. They are called issue of law, the most elevated issues, right? Is phalange. For example, let's give you an example. If you work with tranca-ruas, making the translation with lockdown street. There's an issue that is called lockdown street. He locks the streets, right? Opens or closes. Okay? If he is pagan, he will work with anyone else, with everyone, right? If he is baptized, he will work to his own benefit. He will try to do only elevated works, but sometimes he will do low-level works, okay? But if he is grounded, he will be on your spiritual cord, okay? Only on your spiritual cord, and he will never, ever, ever cross you. Ever. Even if someone tries to pay him more than you do. Imagine, you're having a problem in your life. You're getting fired, right? You have no money at that point. You cannot do an offering to tranca-ruas. So, if he is pagan, he will work against you. If someone asks, he will work against you. If he is baptized, he will work against you because someone will pay him. If you can pay him more, he will work to you. He's a mercenary, like the pagan too, but he's a mercenary with a conscience. Okay? He knows he's doing wrong by working against you. A crowned issue, a crowned tranca-ruas will never, ever, ever work against you. And I know it. Why do I know it? Because they've tried to do that to me. Someone tried to do that to me. Someone called my issue and tried to pay him to work against me. But my issues, or they are not mine. The issues that work with me in my spiritual cord in Umbanda, they don't work for money. They don't work for payment. They are not mercenaries. Right? So, what will happen? If someone pays to your spirits, what kind of spirits do you have? What relation do you have with your spirits? This is, I'm doing this video because yesterday night, or this in this it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was seeing a live, and they brought this team up, and I was like, wow, I'm going to talk about that in English, because it is very interesting, and I don't think that no one has ever talked about this. Okay, and I'm talking about this in a different direction, but having that idea from that life. And I thank to the persons who are talking about this and gave me this idea. What kind of work do you do? How many times in your life have you lighted a candle to an entity? Because every time you ask something to an entity, you create a record, right? With that entity and with spirituality. They know the kind of work you do. No use for lying, right? No use for lying. Don't try to lie to me when you say that you work with an elevated spiritual cord. When I see that every single spirit that you work, you need to pay him. Right? You understand this? I'm laughing not to cry, as we say here in Portugal, because it is very sad when people have only this shallow relation with spirits. If it can work, yes, it can. If some people can be doing a lot of this for a lot of years, yes, they can. It is a way of working. I know people that work this way. I'm not judging, but I'm explaining the difference between one thing and another thing, right? When the only thing that you have is commercial relation with your spirits, you don't have a relation with your spirits at all, because it is all about payment. When I do this, it's not necessarily about money. It's money, it's candles, it's food, it's sacrifice, whatever you arrange with your spirit, but it's all about payment. You are working with mercenary spirits. You are not working with your spiritual cord, because I don't believe that anyone has a spiritual cord of mercenaries, right? Anyone is allowed. Every spiritual cord is different, right? For me, being a spiritual worker, I probably need a bigger spiritual cord than most people, because I do spiritual work, right? But for a normal person, for a regular person, for a muggle, you probably don't need such a big spiritual cord. But you need a spiritual cord. Nonetheless, you need your spiritual cord. Everyone has it. And everyone has a spirit. You can call him a guardian angel. You can call him whatever you want. But you have a spirit. Being an elemental, being an angel, being an orisha, being a loa, being a dead, being whatever you want. But you have a spirit that is on your spiritual cord that will never ever work against you. That's your real friend. A friend that will never cross you, no matter how they pay him or how much they pay him. So if you're working with mercenaries, you are still not working with your spiritual cord, with your real spiritual cord. Okay? Because in the middle of you and your real spirits, your real friends that will never cross you, you are calling mercenaries. You are putting mercenaries in the middle of your relation with your spiritual core. You are buying, we call this in Spanish, we call it comprarse un muerto. Tú no te puedes comprar un muerto porque un muerto comprado no es parte de tu cuarto espiritual. Si tú te compras un muerto y lo tratas como un empleado, ese muerto, más tarde o más cedo, te va a espetar la faca en la cuesta. Más tarde o más cedo. Porque ese muerto es comprado, no es tuyo, no te pertenece, no tiene relación contigo. Es solo un espíritu que trabaja porque tú le pagas. ¿Comprende? So when you do this level of work, let's imagine this. Let's imagine that you do some kind of spiritual work. Every 2 weeks, you do some kind of spiritual work. Every time you pay to a spirit to work with you, you're doing a mistake. It will bring you results, yes, until the day that you cannot pay. Until the day that you cannot pay. When you cannot pay, he will turn against you. And everything you ask, he will take from you. Let's imagine you have a very good relation with Spirit A, for example. So Spirit A is very good, for example, for money jobs, for money work. When it's time, when the time comes, when you have no money to pay him, when you have no way to pay him, he will take everything he gave to you. Everything. He will take your house, he will take your car, he will take your money, he will take your job. Because you cannot support him anymore. Do you understand this? He's a mercenary. He's not your friend. He's not there to work to you. He's there to work to himself by the payment that you gave him. So, this is a warning. And without judging you, I'm trying to alert you. When I say you, everyone that sees this video, this live, I'm alerting people. You need to realize that if you work with mercenaries, you will get fucked in the end. You will get fucked in the end. Do you understand me? So, what I advise you to do is to get a good reading, to really know who's your spiritual core, who are the spirits that walk with you on a natural way, that don't need payment for anything to work with you. And I advise you to hold on to them and work the best that you can. If you don't have a cigar, use an incense. If you don't have an incense, use a glass of water. But give the best that you can. Give yourself. Give your prayers. Give your thoughts. Give your heart. Give your soul. Put your energy on your spiritual work. And you will make miracles out of that. Don't work with mercenaries because it's faster. Don't work with mercenaries because it is faster. Because if it is faster to get, it is faster to lose. This is something that a lot of people don't realize. Everything that comes fast will go fast. So be aware of that. Think about that. And think about the kind of spirits that you work with. Okay? Hashem.